Welcome to your daily focus or I guess it's your weekend focus. Welcome to your weekend focus for June the 24th, the 25th, the 26th of 2016. See, I'm not prepared at all here today. I'm still shuffling the cards. I never got the cards laid out. So we're just going to wing it and see what happens. So our cards are, let's find out. First card, oh, look who's back, the Queen of Wands. First position, though. She was in the third position on Thursday. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have, oh, he's back too, the Four of Coins. And our angel card would be... So, Queen of Wands is all about our thinking, our higher thought of making our plans, thinking things through, analyzing. Oh, deception tried to fall out on us. 72 deception, and that's a 9. So how can we be deceived? Maybe that's why we're thinking, so that we're not deceived, that we tap into our higher wisdom. 9s are all about tapping into our higher wisdom through our empowerment. Another card just flew out, 33 illusion. We had that one earlier this week, did we not? So deception, illusions. And so I'm really glad that the Queen of Wands is our first card now. Because she, oh, another one tried to fly out. Another one tried to fly out. I better cut this deck before we're just sitting here all day and all night doing, I know you guys would probably just get right into that though. We just sat here for 8, 10, 12 hours and just pulled cards and talked about it. We ended up getting, though, the Phoenix Rebirth, 68. So 6 plus 8 is 14, which comes to a 5, which is our adventurous spirit of things being very mutable around us, things being very changing around us. So let's get back to our first card, the Queen of Wands. Okay, she's the silent one in the deck. Does she look ferocious? She is. And that's because she's determined. She's determined to make the right decisions in her life. She is the quiet one. She thinks things through. She analyzes. She asks the validating questions. But when you use her energy, her strength, her empowerment in your life, you don't make a wrong decision. You never have to look back on the decisions you make when you use her energy. And she is around you this weekend to give you that empowerment, to give you that analytical kind of thinking of what is best maybe in your path, what is doing you harm, what is doing you goodness, what is raising you on your path, and what is keeping you from your path. Now, we have the Nine of Swords, and this is our worries, our concerns, the things that keep us up at night. It could have been a wrong action. I know on Thursday, we had a very spontaneous kind of energy there, and so we may be regretting something we did on Thursday. We could be just rethinking things. It could be worry, it could be concern, it could be fear. It could be fear of the unknown, of what you are stepping into. New paths are evolving for almost everybody I've talked to. Ready to step into new beginnings. And we're not there yet. Mars is still in retrograde. I think Mars comes out of retrograde, though, this weekend. So we're getting ready to go forward. So all the more reason for the fear to start building in us. The worry, the anxiety. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going in the right direction? Am I hanging around the right people? Am I doing the best things for my health, my well-being? Am I spending my money, or am I getting value for my money? So what are the worries and the concerns? But now here's the trick with this. When we know that this energy is around and we are going to start raising up these fears inside of us, these worries, these concerns, we don't want to wait till 2 in the morning, okay? We don't want to wait until you're putting your head on that pillow and your brain says, hey, let's talk. And you go, okay. And it takes you back to grade 2, you know, when you push that kid down the slide and they got really hurt. And what a bad person you are for that. And your mind will tell you what a horrible person you are for that moment in time. You were in grade 2. Knock it off. Yell stop. Control your thoughts. They're your thoughts. So control them. Lead them into a direction of your dreams, your hopes, your desires. To rainbows and unicorns is what I just heard. So you want to steer your, you don't let your thoughts just start meandering every which way and bringing back these horrifying little moments in time and punishing you some way for it, or keeping you in place because of it, holding you down, keeping you back. Control your thoughts to good, positive thoughts. Lift yourself up, raise yourself up, see your light, see your vibration. You know, when negative thoughts start coming in, first of all, yell stop. And then imagine yourself in a beautiful, white, divine light. And once you get that beautiful white light around you, and you can imagine it, sure you can. Just imagine a white light coming around you. And then once you have it around you, see yourself inside that white light. And I want you to see yourself pushing the white light out just a little bit farther on each side, and a little bit forward, and a little bit backwards. You can do it because it's your mind. You can do anything in your imagination. So push it back, push it up, push it down. Make it that big, much bigger. Okay? And feel your light. Feel your energy because it's there. Tap into it. And then take yourself on a positive fantasy of where you want to go in life, what you want to create, who you want to become. Something wonderful happening to you. Feel the joy. Don't allow this energy to weigh you down, and definitely schedule your time. Okay? You don't want to wait till 2 in the morning. You want to say, okay, I've got 5 minutes, I've got 10 minutes, I've got 15 minutes, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to take a walk into nature. I'm going to ground myself. I'm going to center myself. I'm going to just have a conversation with myself. I'm just going to turn off my phone, turn off the computer, turn off the TV, lock myself in a room, or go for a walk and be alone with my thoughts and think wonderful, magical things that are going to be in my life, that are going to be in my life, not what I hope to be in my life. If you hope, if you wish, it'll always remain a hope or a wish, but the things you know are going to be in your life will come. And then we have the Four of Coins. He looks so greedy in this one. I can't get my mind away from the greedy aspect here of the gimme, 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 mine, mine, mine. And we don't want to share because then what do we have? Okay, this is kind of like the hoarder. This would be probably beautiful energy to give to a charity, clean out a closet, give a bag of clothing away that you don't wear anymore, that you don't use anymore, or maybe get the kids to clean out their toy box and give that away to somebody who desperately could use a brand new toy because it would be brand new to them and it doesn't have much. This is a day to give, to be compassionate, to be part of the community. Okay, don't allow this energy either to take over. Absolutely. Now, it could also be, you know, with the Four of Coins, it's often where we are not truly using our abilities and our talents to the highest level, where we stagnate because we're doing a good enough job, maybe at our current work, maybe within the home, maybe within the community, maybe within the relationship, and it's good enough, so we don't want to give anymore. And so we really need to look at how we can use our abilities, our talents, to raise ourselves up, to be the best for everybody, not just ourselves, to shine like those coins shine. We need to shine. He doesn't shine very much, but those coins sure do shine. The abilities and the talents we keep hidden from other people because we don't think they're going to be appreciated or used properly or appreciated properly or accepted in some way. And then we have the Phoenix here. The Phoenix rising out of the ashes. So, you know, this could be a very spiritual weekend for you. Especially since it's the last card that we pick, it's probably closer to the Sunday than it is the Friday. But 6 plus 8 is 5. And that is the adventurous person, us, the person inside of us that wants to feel free, that wants to feel liberated, that wants to feel alive, that wants to feel the passion and the joy, the sensuality of everything the world has to offer us. So this could be incredible new journeys that we set off on. This could be stepping into an identity that we have long forgotten, a person we used to be, a joy we used to feel, a smile we used to allow across our face once in a while. This is allowing the true you to come out, to shine, to go forth. And look at that light. Look at that energy in this card. Imagine that energy as being part of you, because it is. Whether or not you are stifling it inside of you, it's still a part of you. The secret is to letting it live and breathe. Okay, a fire needs air. Okay, we can't smother it. So this is telling us to enjoy life. Look for adventure. Look for fun. Look for happiness. Look for laughter. Look for that sensuality. Look for that passion. Be in search of it. Start the adventure towards it. Now, let's get our angels going here and see what they have to say. So, the Queen of Wands gives us this logical mind to be able to see what is in our best interests, to see where we are hurting ourselves, to see where we are limiting ourselves, or allowing somebody else to limit us, or a situation to limit us. And asking the right questions, analyzing it, doing a little bit of research can show you the way out, the way through, the way beyond where you are right now, maybe, where you have been. So it's a beautiful weekend to talk to God, our angels, our spirit guides, to talk to the universe, to allow the wisdom to come in on how we can be the phoenix rising out of the ashes, on how we can go forth to our dreams, our desires, on how to let our abilities shine, our talents to grow. So we have new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So a forgiving and passionate review of the past. This is often this card. Bringing up our past hurts, our pains, our chaos, our stresses, our fears. Okay? So a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And forgive yourself. Okay, hindsight's 20/20. When you look back on things, you can always see a new way forward. That shows you that you got wisdom out of that. That shows you that you walked through that lesson successfully, because now you have a new wisdom to fall back on the next time you walk into that situation. You find yourself in that place. New beginnings. Starting a new life. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. Starting a new life. Finding your purpose. That was what I was getting with the Four of Coins, to really tap into your abilities, your talents, of what you can do, of what you can master, of who you can truly become if you allow it. So, I just love the way our angels talk to us. We have the Knight of Gabrielle. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. What is instinctively knowing just what to do? It's tapping into your intuition. It's tapping into your higher wisdom. It's allowing God, your angels, and your spirit guides to whisper in your ear, to allow you to tap into the wisdom that's already inside of you. Take time to take action. So the phoenix rising out of the ashes once again. Time to go forth on the adventure. The 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. So what is limiting you? What is holding you down? What is holding you back? It could very well be trying too hard to please others. By taking on obligations and responsibilities that never should have been yours in the first place. It's time to give them back and to think about you, your purpose, your path forward, your obligations and responsibilities to yourself, to your immediate family, to your community, but the way that you want to do it, not somebody else's idea of how you should be doing it. Oh, the page of Gabriel. Gabriel is a very strong angel this weekend if you need an angel to meditate on or to pray to. Gabriel is showing up here. 3 of the 4 cards. Follow your passion. You are ready for a challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. I just love the way they talk to us. I really do. I couldn't have gone through this deck and picked out cards that were more relatable than this. I mean, they're just amazing when they do this. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And that's what we were talking about with the phoenix rising out of the ashes. To go forward for the excitement, the adventure, the laughter, the giggles, the joys, the passions, the dreams. Absolutely. And one of the key words there, we have energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. To enjoy what you're doing. To follow the laughter and the giggles, to stay in the now. Enjoy the experience, enjoy the adventure, enjoy the trip. And the 6 of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Kind of the phoenix rising out of the ashes again, right? Embrace who you truly are. Go back and remember that person. What card was I even saying that with? But here it is, it's being said again. Embrace your inner child. New friends. Get out there, meet and greet. They could be your new best friend. Rekindled relationships. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe it's time to pick up the phone and give them a shout. Send them a fast email. Find them on Facebook. Children or childhood. It could be somebody from your childhood. It could be a meeting in the park, watching the children play. But the most important part, embrace your inner child. You know, that kid who loved to run and play and laugh. Embrace that child within you. They're still in there. So go inside, meditate, search for that person. Because they're still in there waiting to giggle and laugh and just to enjoy the experience of today. And it wouldn't be complete unless we did a higher intuition card. I just love the way the cards, maybe I should do it more spontaneous more often. I just love the way they all played out. Deep rest. Looks like we have a little mouse there, sleeping in a hammock. Deep rest. Now, let's see what that's all about. I almost opened right up to the page, but we got moose first. Deep rest. Lazy, sleep, rest, meditate. Rest is not idleness. And to lie sometimes on the grass under the tree on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. How beautiful is that? That's really enjoying the moment, living in the moment, experiencing the moment, finding joy in the moment, isn't it? Mouse says that it's time for you to make time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something that you enjoy, that is completely frivolous and fun. It could just be, I just find it, funny because I'm telling you to enjoy and let out that inner child. And here we got Mouse telling you the exact same thing all over again, just in a different way. It could be just an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, or playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It is a time to restore your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, but just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending some time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. You don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And I started a meditation about 10, 15 years back, and I do it not as often as I used to, but I always do it. And, so I've got a couple. I've got a room happy place, and it's branched off, and I've got other rooms, but we won't go there. But I'll tell you about it's a grassy hilltop with a beautiful apple tree, and there's a hammock on one side. There is a bench on another. There's a beautiful blanket with pillows in front of it in case I want to lay down, and there's this mountain on the side, and there's a waterfall that comes into this beautiful pond lake, and then there's a smaller waterfall that turns into a stream and meanders, and then I could go on and I go for a walk through there when I can't get out into nature. If it's February and it's 30 below and it's ice and snow outside and the wind is howling and I can't go outside where I want to be, I go to my little grassy meadow, and it leads to trees. And I have a field of daisies, because daisies is one of my favorite flowers because they're so simple and yet so beautiful. So start today creating that place in your mind where you can go and it's your happy place. I have animals running through there. A deer might show up. A zebra might show up the next day. It's my imagination. I can do anything I want with my grassy little meadow that I have going with my waterfall. Sometimes the fish are jumping. Sometimes swans come in and land. You can do anything you want, and it's your happy place. And you can evolve it over time. Of course, I've got a very detailed description because I've been doing it 10 or 15 years. But wouldn't it be great to just have that getaway when you want to get away for even 5 minutes during the day? So I love what Mose has to say to us, that we need to rest, restore ourselves, to meditate, to pray, to get in touch with who we truly are, to find the joy in the moment. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.